Hello, welcome to today's money tip. My name is Rachel Clausen, also known as the Fit CFP. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Today I'm giving you a quick money tip along with one of my fur babies, Sherlock, related to a question I get a lot that I think just we as human beings, this is something that's naturally top of mind for us a lot. And it's basically just wanting to know, am I on track? How do I tell if I'm on track with my finances? We feel like we're implementing all these little strategies and trying to build new habits and get us closer to our goals, but is what we're doing really achieving that for us? Are we on track? Is it worth it? Am I doing the right things? Am I not? And something I think is always kind of rattling around for us. And we can, the pitfall comes when we get fixated on like one metric, I think. So for example, if you're working with a personal trainer and you say you're trying to lose weight, it's really easy to get fixated on the scale, right? Like if we don't see the scale moving downward, then we think that we're not doing the right things and we're not getting any closer to our goals, and we're just gonna get frustrated and quit and start and stop over and over again. But in reality, a good trainer will be tracking or having you track several metrics, right? Your weight, your body fat percentage, measurements like inches, taking progress pics, seeing how your clothes fit, how's your energy level, all these things that go into building this like healthy, positive relationship and body. Rather than just focusing on the scale, because oftentimes we find, oh, maybe the scale only moved a couple pounds and you're frustrated by that, but then you go to put on a pair of jeans that haven't fit you in a year and they fit perfect, and you're like, oh, I guess I am making progress. So it's a mind game, right? And it makes us second guess ourselves, and ultimately can lead us to failure because we get frustrated because we're focusing on the wrong things, or we're just, getting fixated on one certain metric. The same thing is in finance. It's so easy to get caught up in portfolio performance. I feel like that's always what we focus on. I'm guilty of it myself, because it's there. It's the obvious one, right? And it's what everyone talks about on the news and social media, like, oh, if you haven't bought Bitcoin and your portfolio hasn't skyrocketed, then you're doing something wrong. But in reality, if you need to be tracking things that make sense for you and for your goals. So if you have a money roadmap, right, and you have all these milestones you're working towards, you want to buy a car or a house, you want to travel, you want to max out your 401k, whatever it is, how you can tell if you're on track, and a good planner will help you do this, is having all those other specific metrics to you. So for example, maybe you haven't quite maxed out your 401k yet, but you look at it and you increase over the last year, you increase your contribution percentage by 5%. That is on track. That is getting you closer to your goals, even if your portfolio didn't double overnight. Maybe you bought a pair of shoes and you didn't feel guilty about it. Or maybe you finally went on the vacation that you never thought in a million years you could afford, and now you're even planning another one. These are all positive metrics that we need to track, and that can let you know that you are doing the right thing, that the hard work that you're putting in and day out, the little habits, the little things that you are implementing each day are actually compounding and are getting you closer to your goals. And that's what I want you to focus on. Money, if just thought of as a number in the bank and you're only focusing on performance, just like the scale, like that's only your weight in relation to gravity, they mean nothing if they're not helping your life in the way, and making it better and enjoyable for the way that you want your lifestyle to be. So you could have $1 million in the bank, but if you're not using that money to do anything for you, if you're not tracking other things that actually bring you joy out of life rather than just a number, then maybe you are off track, and we do need to make some adjustments. So that's what my tip is for today, is when you are in any aspect of life, including finances, like if you're questioning yourself of, is all this hard work I'm doing, is it paying off? Am I moving in the right direction? Just take a step back and look at maybe like the last month and see like, okay, what have I done? What are like the habits I've implemented? What's the change? Maybe in whether it's in, contributions to my savings, or on workouts, or just your kind of mindset, your energy level. How has that improved or not in the last 30 days? And take a look at those little tiny habits that you've been working on day in and day out, and see how they've been building or not, and make adjustments from there. Don't just focus on one thing that's like potentially arbitrary if you're not using it properly in your life. So hope that was helpful. Again, thanks for watching. Rachel Clausen. Find me at the Fit CFP, and always contact me if you have any questions. Bye.